Welcome everyone to day number 3 of our case study on the Illuminati. So yesterday, day 2, we took a look at the history behind the Illuminati. We looked at its origins, where it came from, how it evolved, things like that. And I hope that the information and the material that you learned from yesterday kind of evolved your understanding of the Illuminati, and I hope that maybe it answered some questions that you have had or some curiosities that you've had about the Illuminati in the past. Today is going to be cool because on day number 3 we're learning about the Illuminati as we see it today. And this means, how is the Illuminati communicated to you? How is the Illuminati communicated to me? How Illuminati is communicated to everyone around us today. Now I'm sure what got you guys to want to learn about the Illuminati is in part to everything that you hear today. Like on the internet, on TV, things like that. All these conspiracies, they come from contemporary understandings of the Illuminati. And so what we're going to do today is really delve into our understanding of that. And so our learning objectives for the day is, one, like I said, we're going to look at Illuminati through pop culture, how we see it on the internet, on TV, we hear it on the radio, things like that. And then we're going to hop into question number 2, learning objective number 2, which is the Illuminati the same today as it was originally? We learned, hopefully, some facts from yesterday's material that will help us kind of answer this question, which is, is what we see today anything we see today on the Illuminati, anything like it used to be when it first started? And that'll kind of jump us into the last question, which is really cool as well, which is the Illuminati an entirely new entity? And that's an important question to ask, because I think you'll find that, or you probably have already found, that the Illuminati was totally, there's a lot of things that were different in the 1800s versus today. And a lot of things that existed in the 1800s today that still exist today operate very differently, and that kind of, I would assume, goes for the Illuminati as well, if it still does exist today. And so I want to know from you guys, and you'll be able to figure this out, is the Illuminati just completely, is it a completely different entity just with the same name though? And so that'll be our last learning objective. The bell ringer question I'm going to start us off with today is just getting us to really think about any and everything we know about the Illuminati. So how is it still present in today's society? That's a pretty straightforward question. Then, for the really cool aspect of this lesson today, we're going to do a web search activity. And what you're going to do with this web search activity, and I have the directions literally laid out right here, and they're pretty self-explanatory, but what you're going to do is you're going to go on the internet, and you're going to find anything that really just like sticks out to you, like any interest that you have about an Illuminati conspiracy theory. And I'm sure you all already know, and like I mentioned earlier, there's tons of stuff out there. So you're not going to have to worry about not finding anything. You're going to find a conspiracy theory that has to do with the Illuminati from today. And what you're going to do is create some sort of visual presentation that lets me and your classmates know kind of what this theory is and why people maybe believe it, and what relation it really has to the Illuminati. And you should have a good idea about how to, you should have a good idea in terms of how to go about this, because you sort of know the history behind the Illuminati now. And I just want you to really look into this conspiracy theory and just have fun with it. I think you'll come to find that some of these theories are really far-fetched and stuff like that, but you guys are all interested in it, I'm interested in it, and people around the world are obviously interested in it because there's so much information being put out there about the Illuminati. So I just want you to look at one thing about the Illuminati that we see today or hear about today, and learn about it, research it, have fun with it, and see if you can find any substantial evidence that backs this theory up. And so that'll be day 3 for us, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing this, because I did it myself and it was a lot of fun. And that will be it. So